Hey, Casa Sidobis, Pastor John here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're doing on Sunday. So, as you're watching this, it might be Sunday, but anyway, we are going to be reading a special story from the Good News of John, and not me, but who's called John the Evangelist. Anyway, he tells a story about very good friends of Jesus, Martha, Mary, and Lazarus, and in this story, Lazarus gets very sick. And so Martha and Mary send out a message and they say, "Hey, Jesus, can you come see Lazarus? He's very, very sick and we need you." And Jesus gets a message, but Jesus takes his time getting to them. And so by the time he gets there, Martha and Mary come running out and they are just crying and crying. And they say, "You're too late. Lazarus is dead," and they start crying. And an amazing thing happens. Jesus cries too. And what happens in this story is that Jesus ends up raising Lazarus, and Lazarus comes back to life. But um, but in that moment, Jesus feels their grief and he feels their pain. And Jesus himself feels pain and grief at the loss of his friend, and he starts crying. And so that is the beautiful thing about our relationship with God and Jesus is that God feels our pain. God grieves with us. And that's something that when I talk about the cross over there and and how it reminds us about our relationship with God and community back and forth is that God is with us both personally and in community, and that is so important. And so, grieving is an important part of life. We lose people all the time, and my gosh, in this past year and a half, we may know some people that we've lost. We've lost, the ability to move around like we used to. And here in the church, I've lost, the physical connection with everyone, but we have been able to meet online, which has really been a blessing in some ways and allowing me to connect in other ways. But that's another story. But talking about grief, it's a human emotion. It's important. It's important to acknowledge. So, with this story, we are acknowledging All Saints' Day. And in our tradition, we believe that everyone is saints, not just a few people in heaven praying and doing all this stuff. Everybody is saint. Everyone who's come before us, who we are now, and everybody who comes after us, we are all saints. And the Bible tells us that we are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses, a cloud of people who have come before us and after us, and we're all part of the same team cheering each other on, and that is wonderful. So it's October 31st, and so you may have your mind on Halloween, but Halloween is tied into All Saints' Day in that it is the eve of All Hallows. And so it's our time to remember that we are not here permanently, that our life here on earth is just a short bit, and that we are meant to continue on, honor our ancestors, and we will be ancestors too. You guys, if you're in the Southwest, may know about this. This is from Dia de los Muertos. It's a Calavera, and we are going to be having a memory table where we are going to be remembering our loved ones and the people who come before us. And the reason for this Calavera is that, you know what, we're all the same. We're all made of the same things. We're all the same on the inside. But you know what? We should be happy. We should be joyful. And that's why it's painted so beautifully, is because, you know, we should be who we're made to be, and we should do wonderful things. And so here are a few of pictures of my saints. That's my dad, my grandparents, and here are a couple pictures of my other grandparents. And these people are all people who helped shape and make me, as well as a whole slew of other people. And hopefully, I'll be able to um, have an impact on future generations in some way because we're all part of the same team. Now, it's okay to cry. It's okay to remember. It's okay to feel loss. But you know what? We also need to rejoice and to deal with life as it comes, and to remember that it is a gift from God, and it is something that we embrace and move forward together. And so that is the good news this week. I look forward to seeing you. We're going to be talking about love in Fun Day School and how we support each other with love and how God supports us with love. All ties into the same thing because we are supported when we're sad in love. And so I will see you, and please, as always, be well, be safe, be a blessing, and if you're trick-or-treating, have fun, but be safe there too. All right. Thanks a lot. Peace.